Very good. And where are you?
I'm on a beach. It's gray, a lot of gray rocks, craggy rocks, some sand, but it's a very narrow strip of beach compared to the rock formations. It's overcast, it's gray. I can't tell if a storm is coming or if a storm has just passed, but the sea is very dark, very gray, and hitting these rocks with a lot of force. Rough, choppy seas.
Excellent. So I want you to look directly down where you're standing. What are you standing on?
I am standing on the sand.
Ah, very good. And to look at your feet where you're standing, what are you wearing on your feet?
My feet are wrapped in brown cloth.
Oh, very good. And feel your body. Are you male or female?
I'm male.
Oh, very good. And hold your hands up in front of you. What do your hands look like?
Old hands. A lot of calluses.
Oh, very good. And
Little knotty from age and arthritis, maybe.
Ah, very good. And feel your hair and your head. What does your face feel like? What?
I have a beard. A very large nose, kind of bulbous. My eyebrows are very, very long and wild. I'm balding. My hair is long. I still have hair where I have hair. It's long and thick where it is, but it's balding at the top.
Excellent. And what type of garments are you wearing?
These are makeshift garments. You've obviously not seen a lot of wear and tear. The shoes, there's some sort of leather stitched to the bottom, but really they're tied on. They're held on with multiple pieces of cloth. It's hard to say where one piece of garment ends and the next begins because I've obviously been on some sort of journey and makeshift on top of makeshift. It's kind of fused everything.
Understood. And do you have on any ornaments or rings or anything to that effect?
I have one. There's a medallion-like thing on a leather tongue around my neck. It hangs just about here on me. And I have it on the outside of the garment. There's also, I guess, a small necklace almost consisting of beads that's underneath my garments.
Oh, very good. And is there anything with you? Is there anyone or anything with you? Any animals or?
There's a lot of activity. People are disembarking from boats. It's like a village type thing behind me,
Ah,
more of a settlement. There are animals. There's domesticated animals. I can hear it's not even a cow. I don't know what it is. There's goats or goat-like things.
very good. Very, very good. And as you turn around and look at this settlement, what is everything made of? Majority.
Hide.
Hide. And what color did you say your skin was again? Or did you?
White.
Ah, very good. And what about you say it's sort of like a settlement or a village. Are there, you mean even the buildings, or what are they, teepees, or what are the,
Like roundish structures. They're round.
ah, very,
Like domes.
very good, very good. And do you know what your name is? Just curious.
I don't. I
That's
don't
okay.
know what my name is.
That's okay. And as you look at the other people around you, has anyone acknowledged you at all?
No. In fact, I could tell that there's outsider for sure.
Ah, very good. Understood. And do you think you just disembarked from one of the ships there?
No, I came from behind the village, out of the woods, and I'm meeting someone there.
Ah, very good. Well, let's go forward to where you're going to meet this person or whomever you're going to meet, and you're going to get there in a count of 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1. Where are you now?
At the edge of a boat, helping to steady it with one hand, helping the young man off.
Excellent. And describe this young man, if you would, please.
Taller than me, younger than me. His clothes have not, he's obviously been on a trip, but they're in much better condition than mine. He's got long red hair, parted perfectly down the center. He's got a long, thick red beard.
And who do you think this is?
A lost prince.
Ah, a lost prince. And what do you think your association with this lost prince is then?
I'm an outsider. I've always been an outsider, but I've been loyal to the people that are loyal to me.
Very good. And I'd like you to take a long, slow, deep breath. And as you release, you feel yourself going deeper in your understanding of your surroundings. And as this prince, you say you helped him off the boat, is this correct?
Yes.
And how large is this boat that he was on?
It's a landing boat that came off a bigger boat.
Oh, understood. And how did you know his designation as a lost prince?
I was sent there to retrieve him.
And very good. And do you know where you're going to take him?
Back home.
And who sent you?
His father.
Ah, very good. So you work for you're working for a king, or you're employed by a king to retrieve his son. And do you have any weapons with you?
I have a spear.
Oh, very good. And any animals, horses, or anything like that, or you guys are on foot?
We're on foot.
And does he have any belongings with him?
A small chest.
Who's carrying that chest for him?
He was carrying it himself. I told him, I looked inside and saw what was inside. I said, you might as well not even bother, to just leave it where it is.
What was the contents of the chest?
Mementos, ornaments, some scrolls.
And why you felt that? I'm just curious as to why you felt to just leave them there.
It'll slow us down. They won't serve any purpose. None of them can be, well, maybe the scrolls can be burned for fire, but it's easier to just find wood.
And did he object to your suggestion?
No, he understands.
Oh, very good. Very good. And so, how far do you think you have to travel to get him to where he needs to go?
One night in the rough, camping. We'll be home by nightfall the next evening.
Ah, very good. And this just happens to be a port. What time frame do you think you're in all sincerity?
I don't know. It feels like Europe. And it feels like the message of Christ hasn't even come there yet.
Ah, understood. And, well, do you know this prince's name?
Talismunda.
Telesamunda.
I guess Samunda must be the family name.
Talus, as in Talus. Does that sound correct?
I see the words as Cyrillic, so I can't put them into...
Understood. Very good. Well, let us move forward. Let's move forward from that position to where you've arrived at where he lives and where you need to drop him off at. And you're going to be there in the count of 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1. Where have you arrived?
A longhouse, a bigger structure, wood, timber meets timber at cross points to create a roof, hatched hay forming the roof, like a longhouse.
Understood. And who's greeted you?
His father.
And could you describe the king then, please?
A thin man. His garment is one piece, like a robe, but with no opening. As you know, just sleeves, long sleeves, wide at the bottom, an open neck, a belt binds around. He has finer shoes.
Does he have on a crown or anything that designates royalty? Or
No, the sign of his station is like a wristband.
Oh, very good.
Covers about 1/3 of his forearm.
And this is how you can understand his station or verifies his station in this place. And how many other people are there to greet you besides his father and